I was just sitting in church where the pastor was talking about grief. And I thought about all the sessions that I had this past week and how many times people have said, how long does it take, Mr. J? I can't stand living in this hell, as they would describe it. And I just wanted to point out for those of you that are living with betrayal in your life, it feels like there's a gray cloud that's constantly following you everywhere you go. Doesn't matter if you're cooking, cleaning, being intimate, showering, even in church. It's like a gray cloud wherever you go. And oftentimes I'm asked, Mr. J, how long? And maybe even a few years out, you're still with the person and you're just asking yourself, should I have just given up? Should I have just left? And I'm here to tell you, no, not necessarily. That's just your body's way of reminding you that you're mourning loss. How many times do we grieve a loved one, a dear, dear loved one that passed on? And sometimes you have moments, years later, where all of a sudden grief just takes you, or overtakes you, overwhelms you. Grief, mourning, loss, it's a part of the healing process. So I get that gray cloud. One of the things that I really encourage you though, however, is when you do get these feelings of, oh my gosh, this again, how long is it gonna be? Am I ever gonna stop feeling this? Really try to think about, you know what? Initially, the cloud was dark. It was a dark gray. There was no way to see through it. And what hue, what shade, what color is the cloud now? It's still gray, could be still dark, but as with all mourning, as with all grief, the cloud eventually gets a little lighter. Doesn't mean it's not there, doesn't mean you're still not sad. There's people years out that'll say, listen, I'm still with the person, I still love the person, we're still living and loving, and I still can't believe they did that to me. And there's a dark cloud above me and they're grieving. Give yourself that, allow yourself to feel that, but also don't focus on the gray cloud that once was above you, following you. Focus on what color is the cloud now. It's okay to have a light gray cloud, and eventually it'll just be a white cloud with maybe some gray in it. But it does take time. And honor your grief.